Okay everybody, in today's video we're going to be looking at the Soviet M38 Carbine, and this was the Russian standard issue carbine version of the Mosin for World War II, and it basically went into service to replace the original 1907 carbines, which did not see much production, and those are very scarce today. And it came about in 1938, but you can also find these built with older barrels and receivers that were just cut down from longer guns. And it basically just shortens the 9130 down. And this one's a fairly typical 1942 that's been refurbished post-war. And you can see there's a little slot right here from where they used a M44 stock for it. Because post-war, if any of these were refurbished, they'd use a M44 stock, because that's what they were making after 1944. And these are chambered in standard 7.62x54R. Today we're going to be shooting 182 grain match ammo. And the sights on this go from 100 up to 1,000 meters. These have a cleaning rod up front, and no provision for a bayonet to be attached. May look like a standard 9130 bayonet would go on it, but it doesn't. The barrel's too wide. And this one, since it's been refurbished, is a typical kind of gritty action on it. And we also have one of the ammo pouches here that holds 3 stripper clips in each pouch for a total of 30 rounds. And yeah, these would be produced until basically starting in 1943, when the first production run of M44 Mosin started. And then in 44 they would be pretty much fully started to be phased out. And then after that these would be fully replaced. But these would see service with all sorts of different branches, like the cavalry, artillery crews, and everything in between that for the guys that didn't need standard long rifles. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it, so let's get into shooting it some. Alright, we're going to load up 5 rounds set at 100 yards. That's all 5. Alright, here's our group. We got 4 off the plate, 1 on the plate. And it's a fairly decent group, and I forgot to mention earlier, this gun's also been counterbored. So it's the bore's starting to get worn out, but still pretty good groups out of it. Alright, we're going to load up another 5 down at 100 yards. Alright, here's our next group. We got 2 on the plate, and the other 3 off. And you can see it's not the, most stellar accuracy in the world, but this is still good enough to get rounds on target. Fairly decent group. Alright, we're going to load up another 5 rounds. And the barrel heats up pretty quick on this M38. That's all of them. Alright, here's our next group, and it's the best one yet. We got 1 here, it's a double off of one of the previous holes, 2 at the bottom of the plate, and the other 3 right here. It's a pretty nice group. Alright everybody, that's going to be it for the video. We had a lot of fun with the Mosin M38 carbine. And these are pretty nice little handy carbines. They certainly do have a lot of recoil, but other than that, they're usually pretty well accurate if the bore's been maintained. And the bolts are sticky on a lot of them because they've been refurbished, but it's still a really nice, handy rifle. If you want to see any more out of this one, or any of our other Mosins, let us know in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next one.